Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to Saeed TV, and this is Saeed TV Daily. It's been a while, man. It's been a while since I did this solo stream, but we are back live. How's everyone doing? Hope everybody's good. Yeah, man. Enjoying the Ramadan. Last few days, man. Last few days of Ramadan gone so quick, but I hope everybody's well, man. Who's in the chat? We got man like Mustafa's in the chat. We got Sham in the chat. We got Nuri in the chat. We got Cobra in the chat. We got Emmanuel in the chat. Big up to everyone. Ibtisam's in the chat. Perez, Nico. Big up to everyone. Sachev's in the chat. Hope everyone's well. Carl B, member of the channel. Big up to you always, my bro. Did I spell McAllister wrong? It's McAllister. Oh, yeah, I did actually, yeah. Yeah, MC Allister. MC on the mic. But yeah, man. McAllister, big news regarding McAllister or McAllister, as you would call it, today. He is set to leave at the end of the season, man. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that McAllister is set to leave at the end of the season, expected to leave at the end of the season. Understand there are three clubs in the race. Liverpool, obviously, because they missed out on Jude Bellingham, so they're looking to get three reinforcements, as we know. Chelsea, bro, Chelsea are always around, innit? Like, Chelsea have got 1,000 midfielders. What do they want, Fran? What do you want? Like, Chelsea fans, what do you want? Big up Tapping Tove says Fred's better than him. Bro, anybody's better than our midfield. Apart from, let's say, even this will be an upgrade on most players. Ericsson, obviously different position from Bruno Fernandes. But listen, any position in that midfield, it's a bit so we don't know what's going to happen with him. You know, he might stay. But McTominay will leave. Fred will probably be leaving. It depends on how the manager likes him. Because right now he's not been playing. So I don't know what's going on with Fred at the minute. But yeah, just to go back on that, these clubs have approached the players' camp to discuss the project. Brighton will decide price tag soon. This is the key element here. This is the key element. This is the price tag. What is this guy worth? Like right now, you've got the World Cup tax. You've got, I would say, two good seasons at Brighton. I think last season he had a good season, almost like a breakout season. And this season as well has been excellent for Brighton. Brighton are what, like 7th in the league or something like that? They have been excellent this season. So this guy's price tag has gone up. World Cup as well. He was excellent in the World Cup, a star in the World Cup for Argentina. But what is his price tag? And that's the question for me. We've got to ask ourselves. If they set a price tag, for me, if you're asking me, I think he's worth about 50 to 60 million. If you start going 70 million onwards, then we're talking ludicrous money. But Enzo Fernandez, I know he had a release clause, but look at his price. Look what Benfica set his price at. So you don't know what this market is. Would I pay 70 million? See, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm setting a precedent, how I'm not doing this because what will happen is, yeah, you'll say, would you take 70? Oh, when it was 70. No, the price for me, which McAllister is worth, for me, is 50 to 60 million. Like, but then again, what is 50 million? 50 million is the new 30 million. Let's be real. 70 million is the new, I don't know. You know what I mean? So if 70, that's what I'm saying to you. If it's 70, then get Caicedo. See, the thing is, yeah, Caicedo, for me, overall, is he a better player than McAllister? I think he can offer you more long term. I think he can, maybe his trajectory is probably better than McAllister, but McAllister is still a top player, technically sound. And I think ultimately he could work in our system, whether he plays in the 8 role, whether he plays in a double pivot. That'll be an interesting situation with that one. But yeah, Man United's interest in McAllister is strong. Fabrizio Romano confirming it today, people. It is strong. Obviously, you know what I mean, right now we have to, it's taken with a pinch of salt because of the whole ownership situation. But if that's the situation right now, that 3 clubs have gone in and are trying to negotiate with McAllister, then it is a situation. Caicedo will turn into Ndidi. McAllister is better. I'm not sure. That's a bit of a stretch there. But then again, you know, Ndidi at that stage was unbelievable. But Caicedo's more of a destroyer. But Caicedo can go forward, man. Like, I've seen something out of Caicedo's game that I didn't see before. You know what I mean? I thought, to me, he could play in that role in a sixth role and be the destroyer. But I've actually seen him technically play against Tottenham. I've seen him further forward. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But then again, is this an alternative to De Jong? If it's an alternative to De Jong, then we're screwed because he is not De Jong. He's not De Jong. And this is the good point here. United Ayub says here, he's not a first phase player. And this is what our Man United concentrating on the wrong things. We're gonna talk about Jude Bellingham. The manager wants Jude Bellingham as well. The manager, apparently, what we're hearing is that they are insisting, and he is insistent on getting Jude Bellingham. He admires, he likes Jude Bellingham. So we're at a sticky stage here now. You know what I mean? And I don't know where this kind of summer is going, but we need a press-resistant midfielder. I think McAllister, to be fair to him, under pressure, he is good. Like, I've seen him in tight spaces, niggle out of situations. I think what I say is a good ball carrier. I think he's a very amicable ball carrier. But I think for me, technically, it's something that Man United could need, man. We lack technical midfielders. This is a guy, his passing range is up there. You know what I'm saying to you? So I think for me, he's a very good midfielder. Let's just look at his let's just look at his profile. For those that don't know, he currently plays for Brighton. They bought him. I think they bought him in 2019. So 2019-20, he came in. He really made a name for himself, I would say, in the last year, 18 months. He would say people started to notice him and be like, you know what? This is a good player. This is a very, very good player. His market price, obviously, is 42 million euros. That, obviously, is not going to be the situation what he's going to be in this season. But he's a goal-scoring midfielder this season, 25 appearances, 8 goals. That's not bad when you look at it. 1 assist. It's not bad at all for a midfielder to be getting that sort of numbers. 8 goals. If you can get 8 to 15 goals for a midfielder, I think that's a very, very good season. For a midfielder to get them numbers, it's a very, very good season. Was it 2020, 21? Was it? Okay, my bad then. It might have been. My first choice would be De Jong, then McAllister, then Bellingham in that order. Well, we ain't gonna get that. That ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry, man. I get you what you mean in that order, but that ain't gonna happen. We need Okan Koku. He's press resistant and mad technically ability. Can't wait till today's game against Sevilla. We were shocking against them in the last 5 games. Yeah, man. Listen, I think for me, with this Okan Koku, I've actually not watched a lot of him. I don't know what sort of play he is. People are saying that the thing is, yeah, with the Dutch league, I'm very wary of the Dutch league now. You know what I mean? Listen, I love the Dutch league, but I'm very wary. The Dutch league and the Premier League are totally different. Like, we've bought a lot of players from the Dutch league now. You know what I mean? So is this a Dutch experiment we're doing now? You know what I mean? Like, we can't be going into the same market every year. If he's good, he's good. But I'm not sure, man, about this. But I need to watch him a lot more. I've not watched Feyenoord a lot this season. He plays for Feyenoord, right? Kone is another one. Again, he's more box to box. 1 assist, he don't create. I need to see these create. Again, this idea of assist, yeah? Creating chances can be anything, innit? Like, he can be Iniesta kind of type. I'm not calling him Iniesta, but Iniesta didn't get many assists. He didn't get the assist that Bruno Fernandes and all these players are getting right now, like assist after assist. Like, this guy was the assist before the assist. So this guy was a playmaker. Goal participation, 17%. Let's look at it in detail. 17%. So when people say he's a final third player, well, 70% in terms of final third play. Look at his positions here. Against United, DM, centre mid. So he's mostly playing as a DM. Alongside, I would say, who does he play alongside with? Is it Pascal Grob? Or is it Caicedo? It's Caicedo, isn't it? So they play the double pivot. You know, he could be the more progressive kind of midfielder. So it doesn't necessarily mean he's a DM right now. It's just obviously what's noted down. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. Caicedo, yeah, Caicedo. Ravella, I don't know who this guy is, bro. Guys, you have to enlighten me as to who this guy was. 160 exactly. He wasn't a prolific. It says what prolific, but again, you don't judge. You know what I mean? You're not going to judge Iniesta. Oh, he didn't get 500 assists. No, because he was a top world-class attacking midfielder, world-class chance creator, whatever you want to call it. De Zerbi pushed him in higher last games. I've been watching full 90 minutes. Okay, Ross designs. Okay, Gross. To be fair, Gross on Grass play double pivot. He is at AM. Okay. Okay, say no more then. But yeah, let's look back at his actual what do you call it? Yeah, here. His main position is central midfield. Other positions, attacking midfielder and defensive midfielder. So he's adaptable to situations that you know what I mean. We could enjoy and whatnot. We need to be fair when you look at this team. So he did join Brighton in 2019. His contract runs out in 2025, but they do have a option to extend that by 1 year. But we do need a midfielder who's multifaceted. You know what I mean? We can have a midfielder that can stick to one position, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I want a midfielder like a Christian Eriksen who can play in the 10, who can play in I want to say he's a natural 6, but he can play a bit more deeper. And also Eriksen can play in that 8 role. I think Ten Hag is looking for a player that is multifaceted. You know, obviously Jude Bellingham, I don't know how his career will go, but Jude Bellingham obviously is a final third player, box to box, progressive 8. So if Ten Hag is looking for that kind of role of maybe Casemiro as the person who sits, and then he has 2 progressive 8s, whether that's Eriksen or Sabitzer, whether that's Eriksen or Bruno, whether that's Sabitzer or Bruno, he wants 2 8s. It's a familiar story. If he goes back with De Jong, then De Jong is going to be that player, that first phase of play where we get the ball, progress it from the back, and we are more kind of that different style. But yeah, Kudus as well is an 8. You know what I mean? But again, I don't know what the latest of Kudus is right now. Jude is overrated. Talking about Jude Bellingham, people. This is interesting though, because if you look at it here, excuse me, this guy Patrick Berger, who is reliable, he is a reporter on the German football. I don't know if you remember him from the Sancho saga. I actually was sick of this guy's face, man, and his tweaks. It actually drove me mad. I don't know if you guys remember this guy, Patrick Berger. But Real Madrid and City in the Jude Bellingham race. Understand, Man United have outside chances. Eric Ten Hag urgently, look at this word he's used here, urgently wants the star. 3 years ago, the midfielder visited Carrington. Yeah, listen, that was a mad one. I met Sir Alex Ferguson, but Bellingham to stay at Dortmund also not ruled out. But Dortmund still have hopes. So the manager is insistent. It's been like this for the what do you call it, for the duration for the past couple of days. So if the manager is insistent on this player, like I don't know what this transfer is shaping out to be, man. Because Man United are interested in obviously McAllister as today, and then you've got Jude Bellingham. He is reliable, so the manager, if he's insistent on a player, it's a lot of money, man. For me, I'm not wasting 130 million on Jude Bellingham. I'm not doing it, man. Even if the Qataris are here, even if I have an abundant amount of money, I am not spending money on Jude Bellingham on that amount. I'd rather go and buy 3 midfielders for that price. Let's say, for example, McAllister cost 50 million. De Jong cost. How much would De Jong cost? 70 million. 70 million. All of a sudden, you got 2 midfielders for the price of Bellingham. And that's not too bad. De Jong, if you told me right now, De Jong and McAllister for Bellingham, everyone would choose De Jong and McAllister. Simple as that. If you gave me 2 midfielders right now, De Jong and McAllister, if you gave me them 2 midfielders right now, I'd snap your hand off. Plus Sabitzer, plus Eriksen. Look at that midfield. All of a sudden, that midfield is transformed. Casemiro as well. You know what I mean? That now is a very, very good midfield. But if Man United don't do that, then it's a different situation. I'd take Gravenberch instead of Jude. I heard today we are linked with Gravenberch as well, which I don't know, man. It's a player that, like I said to you, has not really hit the heights at Bayern Munich. So I don't know, man. Gravenberch, let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. And guys, there's over 350 of you in the chat. Make sure you're liking the video, man. I will be doing this a lot, so make sure you have your notifications off. I will be going live like random times. Saeed TV daily. You get me? We're here. We're live. For me, Barella is the one for me, man. Barella, man. Listen, I don't know how much left he's got on his contract, yeah? Let me go check Barella, man. When did he sign the contract? Nico Barella. He's 26 years old, just turned 26. Perfect age, yeah? Nico Barella. This would be my ultimate midfielder. His contract expires in 2 years. Okay. That's not 2 years, actually, 3 years. His contract expires in 3 years, people. Nico Barella. That would, for me, be a very, very a shrewd signing. A very, very shrewd signing. Big up my guy, Neji. Big up my guy, Neji, bro. Hope you're well. It's not about names, though. It's about who fits the system perfectly. Yeah, absolutely. But again, it comes down to the system, innit? I mean, if Casemiro is going to be the base and he's going to be the holding midfielder, do we have two progressive eights? Has the Casemiro situation changed the De Jong situation? Had Man United got De Jong, would we be having Casemiro? Let me know in the chat, because I don't think so. So this is where it's a bit confusing. I don't know what Ten Hag really wants to do. He's making me second guess a lot of the things. If we do end up going for De Jong, how does he then play his style of football? Does he have Casemiro, De Jong, and then Eriksen further forward? You know, does he have De Jong maybe, sitting as almost like a 6? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's one of them. De Jong is way better than Casemiro. I don't know. It depends the context, man. You need to listen, brother. You need to. I don't know what you mean there. In terms of passing, yeah, of course, elite passer. You know what I mean? De Jong is clear. Someone said, "Wow, you man say Casemiro can bounce." It's suited more for us. No one knows. Not sure how reliable the source, but apparently Inter have him at 70 million. Yeah, that's another one. Also, people. United are in for attacking midfielder Danny Olmo as well. I don't know if you've seen that today, by the way. Danny Olmo. I will put it up here. Another player that I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Again, you know what I'm saying to you, like, bro, like, nah, not for me, man. Danny Olmo, not for me. He's out of contract though in June 2024. And then United today are interested. They contacted him today. The reports that United have contacted Danny Olmo regarding Danny Olmo states his contract expires in 2024. Leipzig want to extend, but Spaniard does not agree. He will be sold in the summer. What would you say? Is he a 10? Is he more of a 10? Is he more of a 10? Would you say he's more of a 10? Would you say more of an 8, of a left winger? See, the thing is, I'm not really too keen on Danny Olmo. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he's that great of a player. I think he can suit the system. You have got free transfers in Kamada. Kamada is free on a free transfer. Again, that would be a situation where Man United could possibly go in for that one. Big up to Elitello says, we are clapping Seville cheeks tonight, Saeed. Pause. Bruno starts no matter what, so it's about Eriksen or New. Yeah, 100%. If you look at our positions right now, and you look at Man United's squad, you've got Casemiro, but no backup. You've got Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes as maybe them two fighting for one position. You've got Sabitzer. You don't know whether Sabitzer is going to sign a new deal. If Man United do sign up a deal, that's one position there as an 8. I think Sabitzer is an 8. You got Fred. He can possibly be the one that maybe misses out. Then you've got McTominay, who will be sold. Donny van der Beek, who will be sold. So again, United, I think for me, need a number 10, if I'm being honest with you. Maddison's another one that's shouted around. Maddison might be one that United might get. This is what I'm saying. This is a key point here. He's more of a utility player. He's more of a player who can maybe like fit into a system and he can work around it. You know what? This is a good point. Let me raise this point here. I wouldn't size Sabitzer on a permanent. Let me throw a dilemma in here. Yeah, this is a good dilemma. If it meant that Man United missed out on Caicedo because the manager felt like he had McAllister, would you guys want him to sign on a permanent? Do you think Man United spending 20 million, possibly 15, 20 million on Sabitzer means that we might not go in for a better midfielder? Maybe a midfielder that's more advanced. Big up my guy Freddie. My guy Moses Caicedo plays an 8 as a cover for Casemiro in the DM role. That's another one. But again, how much is it going to cost, bro? How much is it going to cost? Keep Donny. Bro, Donny's gone, man. Donny's gone. Florian Wirtz. Listen, Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz. People know. People know about that player, yeah? People know about him. Yeah, man. There's 400 of you in the chat, man. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will be at Old Trafford in a bit, but big up to everybody who's here. Wits is super talented, 100%, man, 100%. But again, when does this run out? Again, you know what I mean? I don't know who goes in for Florian Wits. He'll be, for me, the topic of the town. You know what I'm saying? 19 years old, Florian Wits. Only 19 years old. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Attacking midfielder, joined in 2020. His contract doesn't run out until 2027. So if you're going to come in for him, it's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be a lot of money, man. I'm not sure about this McAllister dude, to be honest with you. I think for me, I don't know what it is. Maybe he doesn't have star qualities, McAllister. That's why maybe people are a bit hesitant. The thing is, yeah, everything's got to work in a system. If Man United have a system that works, yeah, then why not? You know what I'm saying to you? I think for me, why not, man? McAllister could be perfect in what Man United are trying to do. You know what I'm saying to you? And I think for me, he's very, very aggressive as well. One thing I've noted about McAllister, very aggressive as well. So I feel like for me, United could do well in that kind of department as well. We need energy. You know, we need legs in that midfield. Again, he's fairly young as well, 24, 23 years old. Peak of his powers, man. Comes to Man United and strengthens our midfield. But for me, the midfield's a key area for me tonight, this summer. United have got to get 2 or 3 midfielders in. It's as simple as that, man. You know what I mean? Sabitzer might be one of them. He might not be. But United need to get at least 2 midfielders on top of Sabitzer. It's a paramount, as long as we're a striker as well. And by the way, talking about striker as well, Man United today, Kolo Muani as well today, people. Kolo Muani, another player that United have been linked with as a striker. We do need a striker this summer. Kolo Muani. Let's have a chat, people. Let's talk about Kolo Muani. 100 million, though. This is a lot of money for Kolo Muani. Manchester United, PSG, and Chelsea are monitoring Eintracht Frankfurt's Randall Kolo Muani. He wants to join Bayern Munich. Frankfurt 100 million. So that's 2 players they want. He wants to join Bayern Munich, but you got to remember, Osimhen is also on the list to join Bayern Munich. I'm not gonna lie to you. Something just, I don't know. I don't know about this guy. I don't know. I've got second thoughts about this player here. I really, really have. I'm not too keen on this player. I don't know if 100 million is a lot of money for a player who, let's be honest with you, has only come about this season. I don't know last season if he was scoring goals, prolific striker. Let's get his stats up, Kolo Muani. You know what I mean? Because for me, if we're gonna shell 100 million on a player like that, you have to be very, very certain that this guy's gonna be the one. You know what I mean? And when I've looked at him this season, he's very, very good. Is it very, like I said to you, he's scoring goals this season, 12 goals and 12 assists. So not can he only score goals, but he is assisting as well. He is creating chances for others. But let me know in the chat, people. Let me bring up his assists here, his stats up here. Kolo Muani. I'm big up everybody who's watching right now. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Kolo Muani here. 26 appearances this season, 12 goals, 12 assists. His contract runs out again in 2027. So Frankfurt don't need to sell, man. You know, he only joined last summer. It's crazy. He joined last summer. Mad. You know what I mean? So, like I said, he's had a very, very good season. His main position is centre forward, but he can play across the front 3. And when you do that, I think for me, when you do that, that gives me a bit of a warning sign for me. Yes, you can have a player that can play across the front 3, but I want a player who's tailored and specified in his position. I want a player who's a natural striker, because I've seen him for France, and the manager's put him on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, if you're not pushing that door for that first striker, was it that guy? Was it the same guy? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. 100 million is a lot, man. 100 million is a lot, man. 100 million. His actual worth, when you look at it here on transfer market, is 65 million euros. So yeah, man. Attacking forward. When did he come from? I don't know what club did he come from. I can't remember what club. Where did they buy him from? Does anybody know in the chat? Does anybody know where he came from? But yeah, like I said, man, very, very good this season. 12 goals, 12 assists, 26 appearances. He's scoring every other game, man, which is, again, amazing. But again, 100 million euros in this day and age, in this market, is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, people. It's a lot of money. He came from Nantes. Okay. Vlahovic. Listen, Vlahovic's stocks have gone down, man. Vlahovic Vlahovic for Fiorentina going into that season, last season, was on fire. This season, Vlahovic's goals. Let me look at Vlahovic's goals. Because I don't think he's playing well this season. Vlahovic, how many goals has he got this season? Let's look at his goals this season. As a striker, if you're based on your goals, he's been injured a lot this season, man. He's only got 4 appearances. Is that 4 appearances in the league? Let me look at this. Wow. Wow. This is crazy, man. Vlahovic. Let me check Vlahovic's goals this season. Vlahovic this season, 8 in the Serie A. Okay. 8 in the Serie A, 2 in the Europa League, and 1 in the World Cup. Okay. But you got to remember how many appearances. How many appearances has he got this season? Let me check how many appearances he's had this season. Appearances this season, if we look at it here, let me put it up for you guys so you can watch, so we can actually analyze Dusan Vlahovic. Guys, it's over 400 in the chat, man. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them to 200, man. Big up to everybody who's locked in. Total appearance is 31, so he's actually been around this. So he's actually played a lot of games then. So I thought he was out for a while, man. He's just not been picked then, probably. 20 appearances in the Serie A. He's got 8 goals, 2 assists. Champions League, 5 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. Europa League, 4 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. Italian Cup, 2 appearances, no goals. So all in all this season, he's got 11 goals in all competition, 4 assists in 31 games. So he's averaging a goal every 2.5 games. So yeah, Dusan Vlahovic. Again, man, I don't know what Juventus' situation is with Juventus at the minute. I don't know what's going on with Juventus. Are they willing to sell? What's their financial situation like? You don't know what's going on with them, man. But I don't think for me, Juventus are willing to sell this season. This is a long-term project for them. You know what I mean? Like I said, to get a striker in this modern-day market right now, you don't play around, man. You don't just sell strikers for no reason. Like, strikers are a rare breed. You don't understand, people. Strikers right now, it's a dying breed. Only now are we starting to see little new ones come out of the picture. Hodgland, or who else is that? Kolo Muani has come out of nowhere. Lautaro Martinez, Grace, come on, man, Grace. Grace, are you having a laugh? Lautaro Martinez, am I a fool to you? Lautaro Martinez, nah, man, I'm sorry, not for me. Get Kane. Listen, man, Harry Kane, man, how much is he worth, man? You know what I mean? This is a lot of negotiating. I don't know, you guys know Daniel Levy. Do you know who Daniel Levy is? Do you guys know who Daniel Levy is? This is not a guy who messes around. This is not a guy who just does quick sales. This is a guy who is very, very hard to play. Higuain, Ferguson. Again, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sold on Ferguson, man. Ferguson as well. I need 1 more year. Ferguson's his first breakout season, man. I don't think the manager's gonna want to splash the clash with Ferguson. Ferguson's only 18 years old. He could do a couple of more seasons and do that, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Don't let Arsenal snatch us. Listen, man, everyone's involved, man. Everyone's involved. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. It's going to be a competitive market. Man United can't wait around. They can't ghost. They've got to come in. And this is why the ownership situation is very, very crucial. Right now, the ownership situation is taking a piss. It is. Because right now, we don't know what's going on. We don't know who's involved. We don't know who's coming, who's going. You know what I'm saying to you? Look at this guy here, man. I don't know if you guys seen this guy here, but the owner, what's his name? Let me find out this guy here. This guy here has pulled out, by the way. Let me try and find out where this guy is. The Finland guys has pulled out. He's pulled out of the race. Apparently, he said it's a farce. He said it's a farce, and apparently, You know what I mean? Glazer trying to run up the bids. To be fair to you, you never had pretty much any what do you call it? Any money. You never had the facilities anyway, man. Thomas, there we go. Thomas Zilius. Apparently he's out the race. This guy is apparently out the race, apparently. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you never had any money, mate. You never had any money. You never had the facilities, big man. You just came in. Oh, we've got a new tweet. We've got breaking news. Laurie Whitwell has just tweeted, and it's saying here, Glazers and the Rain Group have been urged by Must. I got an email by Must today, to accelerate the takeover process. Statement says Ten Hag, summer plans and stadium upgrades unclear as we remain in limbo. Comes after Thomas Ziliskus withdrew criticizing poor bid management. Damn. So to reiterate here, the Must have come out and said they want to accelerate the takeover process. Statement says Ten Hag summer plans and stadium upgrades unclear as we remain in limbo. That's the situation, man. He's right. We do remain under limbo. We don't know what's going on. Man. People are saying he just sounds salty. He probably does, man. But at the end of the day, he was the same guy that was saying, "Oh, listen, every fan, if they can put in a pound, if they can put in a pound, then we, what I mean, we might get. I'll put half and you put half. Like, come on, mate. You're a billionaire, mate. You put your money out where your mouth is, mate. You know what I'm saying to you. But it is a situation that we need to discuss. Glazers never cared. Why do you think now? It's true, man. Must are interested in themselves. Yeah, you know what? There's part of me that's always questioned the Must in terms of their not integrity, but in terms of what they actually want from this and what they can gain. But they've always had the best interest of the fans. Don't get me wrong; they're always involving the fans. But ultimately, you know what I mean. There was a situation where it got very, very sticky, and we were kind of questioning whether they were proactive. They are doing now, to be fair, but we need to know sooner or later, man. Qataris, man, what are you doing? This guy here, by the way, this guy here is a fraud. Does anybody know this guy, by the way? This Qatari account. I'm gonna unfollow this guy, man, brother. He keeps saying, yeah. What does he say here? There's an account here that keeps saying that there's gonna be news or there's gonna be what do you call it, big news coming. And I'm like, bro, you're not telling us anything, man. You're not telling us anything. Let me find out where this tweet was. My man said something about big news coming, and then nothing happened. Where is he, man? I need to find his tweet. No, I don't think it's here. He might have deleted it. But that Qatari account, man, that's meant to be basically the spokesperson or what do you call it? What do you call it? He's meant to be the spokesperson for Qataris. He keeps getting the fans hyped up, man. You know what I'm saying? And we want to know what's going on. So, yeah, man. Z Gold, yeah, you seen to that, innit? Is that my burner account? The clout chaser account. Bro, he's a clout chaser, man. Like, bro, just don't say anything, man. Because you're going to end up like Romero. Remember that Romero guy? The same guy that was saying something's hot. What did he say? Something is happening. Bro, nothing is happening, man. So don't lie to the fans. Like, nothing is happening. You know what I mean, bro? Every time he puts a tweet, everyone's getting excited. But really, truly, nothing's really happening. I need to find a tweet. Bro, I'm trying to find a tweet, man. But I don't think it's here. I wish I could find it, man. But yeah, I don't think he's here anyway. But yeah, this is what this guy said, by the way. This is what this guy has said. The Qatari, not the Qatari guy, the Finland guy. This is what he said, by the way. He said here, I have declined participation in the third bidding round for United. The bidding has turned it into a farce. With the Glazers giving no respect to the club, the delays will make it very difficult for any new owner to build a winning team for next season. Jim Radcliffe, Jassim, and myself will already negotiate a deal to buy Man United. Instead, Glazers chose to start a new round. I will not participate in a farce to set up to maximize the profit for the sellers at the expense of Man United. Whoa, man, like Thomas, Thomas is for the fans. He's with the fans. You know what I'm saying to you? But at the end of the day, bro, if you get no money, you need to keep it moving, bro. If you ain't got no money, you need to keep it moving, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for your sub stories, yeah? You know what I mean? I get what you're trying to say. But at the end of the day, bro, you were begging fans to start a GoFundMe page. So at the end of the day, bro, you never had the facilities, my guy. You never had the facilities. Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, I'll be leaving in about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe. Are you there, Charlie? Are you there? Let me know if you're there, man. Will you cook Grizz Khan, bro? Tomorrow Rivals Talk. Make sure you're there, man. Grizz Khan's going to get it tomorrow. There's man hope for a tweet that bangs for gain. Yeah, exactly. That's what it exactly is, you know. When you actually deep it, yeah, it's all for what do you call it? To gain traction. That's all it's for, really. When you actually deep it, it's only to gain traction. Yeah, man, big up to you, bro. Big up to you. It's Football Capital. Yeah. Or is it Football Capital, the actual account? I've got feeling the Glazers isn't going to sell. Let me ask you a question, yeah? You know what? Let me ask you a question. If the Glazers don't sell, for me, if the Glazers don't sell by, I would say May, end of May, we are in serious trouble. If the Glazers don't sell by end of May, we are in serious trouble because the Qataris, we won't hear from everything until at least mid-May to end of May. You know what I'm saying to you? So these guys have got to get a move on, man. They've got to make sure this process is quickened, man. We don't have time, man. We don't have time. If they don't sell, yeah, best believe you saw the other riots that happened last time. Do you remember the other riots? Do you remember, guys? Do you actually remember what happened last time? That could happen times 10. So you've got to understand, man. These guys have got to sell. They've got to sell. No messing around. They've got to sell. It's as simple as that. I understand it's a process, but I feel like if they wanted to sell, we'd never heard the news by now. Damn. Now, it's all about getting the most money, bro. It's all about getting the most money. If they can suck out the most money out of it, that's what they're businessmen. Because we're fans and we care about the club. We don't want the ins. We don't want the kind of in between. We just want to know, is it done? Sometimes when you say to someone, right, do me a job. You don't want to be hearing, well, this happened and that happened. You want to know, have you completed the job? I don't want to be hearing about your problems and whatnot. I want to be hearing, I paid you to do this. Now go and do the job for me. It's as simple as that. It's going to be chaos if they don't sell. I might fly to America to join protests. Bro, we will be there. We will be there. Also, Ed Woodward as well, man. You know what I mean? He will be getting, apparently, he's going to be getting a little bit of a chunk out of this as well. Big up to my guy, Matt Ross. Big up the channel and likes, guys. Glazer are very clever businessmen. They don't care about our sum up. They care about the bottom line, dollars. Absolutely, bro. And that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the bottom line. It's about the dollars. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people that are getting new owners. You know what I mean? And it's, you got to be careful, man. Like, we don't miss out. Because I tell you what, Jim Radcliffe comes in, boy. Let me ask you a question, by the way. If now the Qataris back out, are you going to be happy with Jim Radcliffe as a new owner of Man United? Let me know in the chat, guys. I know, for me, Jim Radcliffe is better than the Glazers. But let me ask you a question, guys. If the Qataris backed out, are you going to be happy with Jim Radcliffe as the new owners? Are you going to be happy for the sake of it? Let me know in the chat, guys. Or is it Qatari or nothing? Because that's a very good question. Because I don't know, can people see past the Qataris? Because I'm not lie to you. Yeah. Jim Radcliffe in a few years' time could be that. You know what I mean? Could be a situation where everyone wants him out. Everyone wants him out because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? If he's buying the club through a loan, or let's say he acquires a loan to buy the football club, that debt is on his head. And what happened to Man United? The same thing. So at the end of the day, it can't be the situation again. We can't go into. I know with the Qataris that debt is gone. That debt is gone. It's wiped out, people. It's wiped out. This team will be in depth with Jim, so it's pointless. Exactly. The main point is we can't afford the Qataris investing in another club. This is what I'm saying, man. We can't afford them, man. I don't know what's an interesting proposition right now. I don't think there's many in world football right now. That's why I believe the Qataris won't back out, because United is a big investment. United is like, you don't want to be going anywhere else. There's no one else for sale right now. Like, Tottenham are not doing anything. Nobody's really doing anything. It's United or nothing, really. You know what I mean? And that's where I feel like, for me, they are going to hang in there. They are going to hang in there. They are going to say to themselves, you know what? Now, you know what? We actually want to stay here. We actually want to be part of this. We're not going to let the Glazers win. We're not going to let them know that we're feeling a bit weak. You know what I'm saying to you? And that's the situation, people. We don't want them to do that. But yeah, make sure you guys are liking the video. Big up to everybody who's here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Big up the community, man. Love to the community always. Also, this one here. Ryan Gravenberch, people. Let's talk about Ryan Gravenberch. Yeah, Feyenoord is on as well. Yeah, Feyenoord is on as well. Ryan Gravenberch, people. Man United are interested in Ryan Gravenberch, who does not want to spend a second season on the bench. Liverpool and Arsenal are interested. Talk to me, people. Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch. Let's chat about Ryan Gravenberch. Was former Ajax player, former Ten Hag player. Do we want another former Ten Hag player? Let me ask you a uncomfortable question, man. Do you want another former Ten Hag player? Do you want players that Ten Hag knows? Or do you want us to kind of go outside of that? You know what I mean? Because that's another situation that we don't talk about enough. Like, Ten Hag is getting a lot of players that he knows. You know what I mean? De Jong, he knows. Lisandro, he knows. Anthony, he knew. Eriksen, he knows. He knows a lot of these players. Like, Casemiro's obviously, what do you call it, a different situation. But Gravenberch, let me know in the chat, Gravenberch. He's still fairly young, though. Still fairly young. Gravenberch, still fairly young. But yeah, chat to me. Let's check his player profile right now. Gravenberch. He's still, I think, only 20, 21. I think he is still 20 years old. He's 20 in 21 in May. These players, man, I feel old, man. Like, I feel old. Look at this, people, though, man. 17 appearances. Look, this is his player profile this season. Let me take this off. 17 appearances, 0 goals, 0 assists, 13 minutes this season. Wow. Is that actually true? 13 minutes this season. What the heck? Bayern have got him in a chokehold, man. Is that actually true? Nah, he's had 323 minutes this season. 323 minutes this season. He came on, off the bench, on the bench. Look at that, man. On the bench, Came on here. Look at this. On the bench. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what you think of this, guys. I don't know what you think of this player. His positions, if I look at here, centre midfielder. He's more of a centre midfielder, to be honest with you. He can play that box-to-box role. But still, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, for me, with Gravenberch, I've still not watched him enough, if that makes sense. I've still 30% of Bayern minutes. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, Kamada. You know what? Let me actually show you, yeah, 3 transfers Man United could get this season. You know what? This is actually a good point, you know. The best footballers that have out of contract in 2023. And let me know who you would go and get. Let me know who you would get. And some of these names, by the way, are crazy. Yeah, make sure you like the video, people. Make sure you like the video, guys. I don't know how many likes we're on. Mods, let me know how many likes we're on. Let me show you the best footballers that are on. Lionel Messi. Karim Benzema. Milan Skriniar. This is another one that again, I'm not sure, man, if people would want him. Does he strike you as a player that you would want? Milan Skriniar, people. Yes or no, Milan Skriniar? Would you go in for him or not on a free transfer? Milan Skriniar, 150 likes. Come on, guys, we got to do better than that. Let's get that up to 200. At least get up to 200. Come on. No, just yes or no. Yes or no. Big up my guy Ahmed Khan. Big up to you, bro. Yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no. Just a simple yes or no. Milan Skriniar. Yeah, he's already got a verbal agreement. Yeah, yeah. His stocks are falling. He's not first team anymore, anyway. He's not first team. Bastoni is, Acerbi is, and Damian. Even Damian's ahead of him. He's agreed terms. Yeah, he's already agreed terms. Yeah, yeah. But listen, I'll just Lionel Messi. We got no chance of signing him. Karim Benzema, no chance. Evan Endiko, 23 years old. Liverpool have been strongly interested in him. That would give us another left-sided centre back. Evan Endiko. Has anybody watched him? Evan Endiko, 23-year-old Frenchman. He plays for Frankfurt. I watched him in the Europa. Was it the Europa League? Yeah, Europa League. He was decent last season. Yes or no? Yeah, he's French. He's French. Let me know if you would go for him. He wants 300 million. Left footed. Just write yes or no. Endika. If you would take him, yes or no. Would you take him? He's decent, but on a free, I would take him. Listen, on a free, I wouldn't mind him, man. Again, a little backup for Lisandro Martinez as well. Okay, Marcus Thuram, yes or no? Marcus Thuram is at the end of contract. At the end of the season, the manager has talked about him being out of contract, and he's saying that he's going to be let go. Apparently, he wants to go Bayern Munich. What are you guys thinking? Marcus Thuram, is that an option we could have? Maybe instead of Weghorst, yeah? I think this could be an option, I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't going to lie to you. Get rid of Weghorst and then come bring Marcus Thuram. What do you reckon, guys? He's shit. Okay. The chat's not agreeing with me. We do need some strikers next season, though. On a free, though. Would you not be okay on a free? He's not even prolific. Nah, you guys are lying. He is prolific. Well, I'm not saying he's prolific, but Thuram goals this season. He has got 13 in the Bundesliga. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. 11 goals in 21 matches in the Bundesliga. 6 of them goals were at home, 5 of them away. He's got a goal every 57 minutes. 14 assists and goals this season. Listen, man. Only if it works. He's better than Weghorst. He misses a lot, though. Yeah. But what striker doesn't miss chances, man? You know what I mean? Okay. Kamada, people. Kamada, who's out of contract. There is talk of Chelsea and Man United interest. Man United are apparently interested in Kamada. Yes or no? Free transfer. Does he move you? Does he move you, guys? Does he move you? Yes. Yes. Kamada to Dortmund is done. Yeah, apparently they're saying that he's done. He would be the Jude Bellingham replacement. He's cold, yeah. I watched a lot of him, he's quite good, Plays in that 10 role as well. Okay, fair enough. Yuri Tillemans, straight no. I'm not even going to ask you guys that, man. Yuri Tillemans is going to be on a free. But again, man, he's out of stocks, man. You know what? Yuri Tillemans, man. What a sad story, Yuri Tillemans. This guy was one of the best players in the Premier League in lockdown. You know what I mean? Like, unbelievable midfielder, but his stocks have fallen, man. Absolutely fallen. Yeah, man. Tillemans. Adrian Rabiot. Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool have been strongly linked with a Frenchman. He is out of contract, but he could sign a new contract. Rabiot, we were in for him last season, before we got Casemiro. Adrian Rabiot, guys, yes or no? Big up Adrian Barker, big up everybody who's here. Make sure you like the video, people. Big up to the chat. Big up to the chat. Big up to the chat. Yeah, I take Rabiot. Expensive wages, yes, no. On decent wages, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm past that story. Conrad Lima is already going to Leipzig on a free transfer. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Wilfred Zaha for me, no. Asensio, is that an option, guys? Would you take Asensio on free? Let me know, guys, in the chat. Asensio on a free. Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys. Asensio on a free. There's over 500 in the chat. Big up to the community. No, no. 10 backup. I take Asensio. Asensio, of course. Scored in the Champions League as well, man. Only 26 years old as well, still, which is crazy. It feels like he's been around for ages. Ilkay Gundogan, we're not going to get him. Grimaldo, we're not going to get him. We've got too many left backs. Firmino, we're not going to get him. Jonathan Bamba. Oh, Jonathan Bamba. Jonathan Bamba. How old is Jonathan Bamba? Jonathan Bamba is 27 years old. He's a winger. We already got too many wingers, to be honest with you. So he won't be coming to Man United. And then that is it, I think. Guerrero, left back. I don't think we'll get him. Who is this guy here? Bassini. Ben Sabiani. Who's this guy? Ben Sabiani. Ben Sabiani. He is a left back. No, we've got too many left backs. So we're not really in for him. N'Golo Kante, guys. N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante. What are we saying about N'Golo Kante? N'Golo Kante, mate. Oh, that's crazy, man. And crazy. Igor Martinez going to Barcelona. Tony Cruz. Yeah, he's a bit too old for me. Yeah, listen. That's all the players that are basically available on a free transfer. So yeah, not too bad, man. Ahmad is returning, yeah. Ahmad is returning, yeah. Yeah. Saeed, quality players, no retirement players. Yeah, it's true. We do need players that can fit into this team quite easily, man. That's the aim. That's the aim, innit? That's the aim that, we want availability. Availability is the best ability. That's what they say, right? Availability is the best ability. We might as well go for all three Glazers. Aye, listen, if the Glazers stay, bro, I don't want to think about it. That's how much I'm worried about it. If I think about it, we are finished. If they stay, bro, they're gonna buy players on debt, man. Like that can't happen. We can't buy players on debt. It's as simple as that, man. Madison as a backup. Madison for me, bro, he might start, man. He might be a star, man. Man said, what do you call it? He might be a starter, broski. You get me? He might be a starter, man. You know what I'm saying? If Kante didn't have injury problems, I would. But he has got injury problems, and that is key. That is key, man. But yeah, guys, over 500 in the chat, man. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Big up the community, man. I didn't expect over 500 to be here, but guys, I will be doing these more often. Saeed TV dailies. I will be doing them more often. Solo stream, 1-to-1. Me and you can chat. You know what I'm saying? Discuss the latest news about Man United. And yeah, man, big up to the community, man. Big up to Knowledge Anthony, member of the channel. Madison is a starter for me. He's an all-round better player than Bruno. My eyes don't lie to me. For me, I'm with you. He's an all-round. He is a better technical footballer. But does he get the... It's all about input, isn't it? That's what football is now. What can you give me? That's what football is, man. It's as simple as that. What can you give me? And that's what football is going, man. There's a lot of efficiency now needed in football. You can be a pretty tiny player, but then again, Madison, he does get his goals and assists, though. You know what I mean? And in a better team, I think he could do well. You go, bruv. Marty, big up to you. Maguire started, no way. Listen, on that note, we're going to wrap up here. We're definitely going to wrap up here. Saying confident, guys. Secure top four. Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah, absolutely. Top four, definitely, and definitely for me, we can go and get the Europa League. Europa League for me, I don't fear anyone. I really don't. Are you joking? Yeah, you're joking. I knew you're joking. I knew you're joking, man. But yeah, I am going to the game now. I'm off to Old Trafford. But yeah, guys, big up to everybody who's locked in. I don't know how many likes we're on right now, but I would appreciate if you guys would like the video. That would be super, super amazing if you guys could like the video. It's currently 181 likes. Let's get up to 250, man. Big up to the community, man. We're discussing a lot today. Jude Bellingham, McAllister. Man United strong interest in McAllister. Also, Jude Bellingham, Man United. Ten Hag is very, very insistent on getting getting McAllister. Oh, we got this one here. Big up to Noah says, Rosman, I'll not hide I'm a Man United fan, so join them would be big. That's a player to watch out for. I might have to watch out for this guy here. This towards the end of the season, I might have to watch out for this guy, man. Rasmus Højlund. Watch out for him, man. Watch out for him. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the game, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Rivals talk. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.